Hi, welcome back to My Mom Life. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jordan, and today we're making a lemon poppy seed loaf. Let's get started. Here are all of the ingredients we're going to need. I have some eggs out. We're going to need 3 eggs. I also have some butter that I have almost melted. We're going to need some sugar, flour. We're also going to need some poppy seeds, salt, baking powder, sour cream, and then I have some lemon zest and some lemon juice. I also have some milk. We're gonna need 3/4 of a cup of milk. So the first thing I'm going to do is add my butter to a bowl, and then to that I'm going to add in the sugar and give that a mix. Now I'm going to add in our 3 eggs. Once I have those mostly incorporated, I will add in the sour cream, and then we'll add in our and lemon juice and lemon zest, and then we'll add in our dry ingredients. So first I'm gonna add in the lemon juice and the lemon zest, then I'll add in the sour cream, and then we will add in our dry ingredients. Now I'm going to add in my flour. We need 1 3/4 of a cup of flour, and then our baking powder and salt. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then we need 2 tablespoons of poppy seeds. So I'm going to give this a good mix, and once it starts to come together, I will go ahead and add in the milk. That will thin out our batter a little bit and make it the perfect consistency, and then we will pour it in our loaf pan. I have my oven preheated to 325 degrees, and my loaf pan is greased and lined with parchment paper. I always line the bottom of my loaf pan with parchment paper because I've had so many things stick in my loaf pans. I need new ones. I've said it several times, but I haven't gotten around to getting them yet. So I line with parchment paper and spray it as well. Now I'm going to pour our batter into the loaf pan, and we are going to bake this for 45 minutes to an hour until a toothpick inserted in the middle comes out clean, and then we're going to let it cool on the counter while we make the icing that goes on top. Now I'm going to put it in the oven and let it bake. Here are the ingredients for our icing. We're going to need some powdered sugar, some lemon flavoring, and some milk. If you wanted to make this a lemon icing and make it more tart, then instead of milk, use lemon juice. But I'm just going to keep it a vanilla glaze and use milk here. I add in a little bit of milk at a time just to make sure I don't overdo it, because once you add too much liquid to powdered sugar, you have to keep adding sugar, and then it becomes a whole thing. So I like to add a little bit of liquid at a time until I get to the consistency that I like. I will have measurements for you down in the description box. If you want to make this, check the recipe down below. Now that it is looking how I wanted it, I went ahead and poured it on the cooled loaf. This was totally cooled, because if it's not, it's just going to melt off and be a big mess. It's already going to drizzle off, so you definitely want this to be cooled completely so that this doesn't completely dissolve into the loaf cake. Once I got it all spread on, I just cut a slice and served it up to my family. They loved it. My daughter absolutely loves anything lemon, and this lemon poppy seed loaf was a huge hit. Definitely check the description box for the recipe if you're interested in making this. You don't have to cook it in a loaf pan. If you wanted to do these in a muffin tin, you could do that as well. If you wanted to make them into muffins, that would be great too. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you subscribe and stick around, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye guys.